Governor Christie held a news conference this week calling for another round of pension and benefits reform. As you alluded to earlier in our discussion here, you chaired Governor Cody's Pension Study Commission back in 2005, and that's when you and I first did an interview like this. Do you think a second round of pension and benefits reform is needed? The governor said the sky is falling if we don't do this, and the state budget is going to be devoted 26% to pensions and benefits in a few more years.
Listen, the governor and I don't see this one the same way by a long shot. And so he's coming in at the end and telling us the sky is falling. He had 8 years to figure this one out. So I would say to him, I appreciate that. But if you go back to that report that you cited that I chaired in 2005, there were a bunch of recommendations. A lot of them were tactical, and some of them were observations, because there's a bright line between what you can and should do legislatively versus what's subject to collective bargaining. And that's a line that the governor has trampled over with regularity over the past 8 years. Recommendation number one was the state, no more pension holidays, I think was the phrase that we were using in 2005. The state must step up to its obligations. It's not easy. You can't do it from Monday to Tuesday, but it is imperative that the state, and the way I've put it is, listen, you've got folks who have been left at the altar for 20 years running. And it's the equivalent of saying, listen, I promise you I won't leave you at the altar next year if you just give me a little bit more. Why would anyone have any reason or basis to believe that that was true? The state has got to re-earn the trust. This is a state, and this is a big one. This is bigger than just the public sector employees. We're a state that folks don't trust anymore, whether it's because of not doing our share of the pension payments for all these years, or whether it's rating agencies who downgraded us 11 straight times over the past 8 years, whether it's our young kids. We lead the nation in exporting high school seniors, and then if that weren't enough, college seniors. We have to restore the trust. That won't be easy. It won't be pain-free, but it's imperative that we do that, and this is part of it.
The night you won election, you bounded onto